Hi, church family. It's such a privilege to finish this Lent week reflection on apprenticeship, and it is a topic that is very, very dear to my heart. And I would like to finish by kind of looking at, is it all worth it? So you have to know that the part of Germany where I'm coming from is the southwest. It's called Swabia, and we're a people who are very much like, we have all these companies, for example, like Bosch, like Worcester Bosch, who make wonderful, good quality appliances and things like that. And one saying that we have is, we're too poor to buy cheap things, because you have to, it will break, and it will you will have to buy it again. And so I want to kind of look at not just, oh, is Jesus the cheapest thing? Is he the most convenient thing, or things like that? Because that actually doesn't reflect the price value, but it's kind of like looking at the cost and the value, and that together is that the best package. And so Jesus is quite clear about this topic, and he speaks in Luke 14 about the cost of following him. And Jesus said, like, if you want to follow me, you will have to let go of everything. The cost of following me is all. You have to deny it all. And he's even giving examples, for example, family or other quite big topics that he's talking about. And when we look at his life, we also see he's not just talking the talk, but he walked the walk as well. And he went all the way to the cross and died, and he left heaven. He left this divine relationship with God, Father, Son, and Spirit, and this beautiful thing in order to seek us out, in order to help us out. And so he's going all that journey and giving it all up and paying the price. And so he's saying, if you want to follow me, you have to also take up your cross. And so for me, that's not always been easy. Like, I had, in my case, it was also leaving my family. Now that might not be the same for you, but it could be. It's not always been easy, not being close to family. So we're really happy that we will have this time together. So the cost of following Jesus is enormous. He's saying you have to give it up all. You have to give up everything. And I want to be clear here. This is not about value in terms of being loved or earning God's love or anything like that. We are loved all the way. You can't get him to love you more by being his apprentice. You can't get him to care more about you by being his apprentice. You already are, and it's not about value, because he's already done all of that. Jesus has already proven what value you have when he died for you on the cross. So it is not just about that, but it's actually about, hey, this is what it means to follow me. This is what it means to be a people that makes a difference in life. But he's also sharing about the value. And in Matthew 6, he's sharing about like all these needs that we have, like food and clothes. And he's saying, if you first seek after my kingdom, I will add all these things to you. So in other words, Jesus is saying, if you look after my kingdom, my stuff, I will look after your stuff. And all the things that we actually need, he will provide, and he will be there with us. And so all of this really then depends on who is the master. The cost of apprenticeship depends on who is the master. And Jesus has proven to be a master worth following in the way he lived, in the way he died, in the way he resurrected. He's worth following. And I just want to share like kind of a little bit of his heart. Is like, this morning we were doing our laundry, trying to get out of the house, trying to get to Germany tomorrow. And Lucas came and he tried to help us with the laundry. And in that moment, it was really hard, and it was a little bit frustrating as a human dad or human mom. It was a little bit like, oh, we'll never get anything done, because Lucas started helping us. And when you're not in a time pressure, that's very cute and very lovely. But then actually I realized this is so delightful to hang out with him. This is so beautiful that he wants to partake in the things that I'm doing. And a little bit like that it is with our Master. God is inviting us to partake in the things that he is doing. But actually the reason is not because he's cruel. He's not asking us to give up everything because he hates us. But he wants to delight in us. He wants to hang out with us. And he loves that. And I remember when I lived in the US, I actually felt God really clearly speaking to me. I was working a lot, and God said to me very clearly, Raph, I love you so much, and I'm calling you to live this life of mission. But if you are going to lose yourself, I'm going to pull you out because I love you too much to lose you. And in my head, it was like, what? No, that's not a good math. If I reach like 20 people and I die in the process, that's plus 19. And but God saying, actually, no, you are worth so much more. And this is the God that we're following. And so, yeah, it is all about the Master, excuse me. It is all about who are we following. And so I just want to finish with John 10:10. And there it shows us two masters and two masters that are offering to follow them. And one, Jesus says, comes to steal, kill, and destroy. And when we build our lives, building our own kingdom or building someone else's kingdom, this is the master that we're partnering with. Steal, kill, and destroy. And then Jesus says, but I came to bring you life and life to the fullest. And as we partner with him, as we walk in our discipleship, apprenticeship with him, this is what he promises us. And so I just want to say, it is so worth it. It is so worth it. It is so worth it. But if you are not sure, then I want to urge you to count the cost. Don't just follow because I'm saying it. Don't just follow because we talk about it in church, but actually count the cost, because it is going to cost you something. And I don't want to sugarcoat that, but he's so worth it. He's so worth it. And so, thank you for this time, and I hope you have a great rest of your Lent Reflections.